Uh, very good afternoon from Russia. Dr. Mohan Rajan,
Good afternoon,
Dr.
sir.
RULMOZHI Varman, Dr. Kamal Kapoor, and Dr. ASHISH NAGPAL, and Dr. SUJATHA Mohan. I wanted to introduce you to Dr. Alexander TIKHOV. He is the brain back of this solid state laser, director of the Alexander TIKHOV laser surgery clinic here. And left to me is Mr. Alexey Starkov. He is the deputy director of RYBINSK Medical Manufacturing Factory.
Добрый день, уважаемые коллеги. Я рад вас приветствовать в нашей клинике в Ярославле. Сегодня мы проведем для вас серию операций на твердотельном рефракционном лазере OLIMP.
Good day, dear friends. Today we are in Yaroslavl and we are preparing the live broadcast of the serial operations on the Olympic laser, solid laser. Hello, dear friends. Today we are focused on the solid laser technology using for surface refractive surgery based on Olympic laser, solid laser.
And I'm very pleased to see my colleagues from RYBINSK, Alexey, hello.
Hi.
And hi, and our friends from India. So,
Yes, doctor, he is supposed to join. I'll just remind him now.
He is also another person, the KAMAL Kapoor.
Hello, colleagues. I'm glad to welcome you to our video symposium on the OLIMP solid-state refractive laser presentation. I will comment on action in the operating room with my colleagues. And also, I will tell you about the technical features of the laser. This is the main operation view. Here we can see a very big image.
This is the main operation window. Here we see a very large image of the surgical field. In my opinion, no excimer laser has such a large and clear video picture. The software only has a Russian interface so far, but if needed, it can be translated into any other language. This is the display of the eye tracker. Eye tracker operates in the visible spectrum using the image of the iris and paralimbal vessels. For the system, it does not matter whether the pupil is narrow or wide. The speed of the system and tracking all eye movements, including rotational ones, allows you to form the lens on the right part of the cornea. On the right, we see the visualization of the eye tracker system. This is an online energy representation chart. It displays the work of the system, which monitors maintenance of given energy. Accuracy of energy maintenance in our laser is higher than in any excimer laser. This becomes possible due to the most solid-state technology and our unique energy maintenance system. In my opinion, no excimer laser can display the level of the real operating energy. The chart changes colors: blue while waiting, green during ablation on the cornea, yellow during a pause when the surgeon releases the pedal. This is the progress bar of ablation.
Now we enter in 3 seconds.
There is an abbreviated log and information on the patient. This is the main window of the surgeon mode. This is a database of all operated patients. In addition to that, you can find any scheduled operation here by patient name or by date. Detailed information on the patient is displayed here: name, date of birth, operation parameters, history of operations previously performed, and visualization of the lens. The laser saves all protocols of performed operations in electronic form, which can also be printed. On the right, an indication of the readiness of the main laser components is displayed: coolant temperature, galvanic scanner warming, and others. Below it, we can see the log. All the actions performed with the laser are displayed here, and authorized users are shown below.
Открываем оба глаза. Голова не кружится? Самочувствие как дела? Все хорошо? Хорошо, пойдемте со мной.
This is the engineer mode window. It displays all the necessary tests for setting up the laser. Each test has an expiration date. This helps the engineer not to miss routine maintenance. This way, the laser is always set up in the ready state. There is also a setting window, but I think we should not talk about this in detail now, so let's go further. Laser mobility is provided due to its collapsible design. The entire laser consists of 4 blocks. These blocks are easily disconnected and placed in transportation cases. In total, there are 6 cases. It takes 2 people to carry 1 case. All 6 cases can fit in a minivan. All in all, 2 or 3 people, a minivan, and 2 hours for assembly and disassembly are all you need to transport the laser. With 1 laser, you can perform operations in several clinics. Due to the absence of gases in solid-state technology, an engineer does not need a permit to work with hazardous gases, and the clinic no longer has gas cylinders, and the director is no longer worried about problems with the purchase, supply, and storage of gases. A distinctive feature of solid-state technology is a smooth output of energy. Due to this, there is time for warming up the crystals in the laser emitter. This is the warm-up time. It takes about 20 seconds. The surgeon switches on the warm-up in advance. After the warm-up, the surgeon presses the pedal when he needs it, and the laser starts the operation. During the warm-up, radiation enters only the energy sensor. Our intelligent energy maintenance system works in real time with 4 sensors. The energy dispersion is less than 3%. This allows you to get consistent and foreseeable post-surgical results. Double power reserve of the laser emitter guarantees steady work under any circumstances. Taking into consideration the problems with optics in solid-state lasers, we paid special attention to the protection of optics while developing it. We used all modern methods of protecting optics, such as the latest protective coatings, large size of the laser spot in the track, the use of vacuum and heating optics. Due to this, we forgot about the problems with burnouts and obsolescence of optics. This is the window of adding an operation. Operations can be added directly to the laser itself or on a computer in the surgeon's office and transferred on a special USB drive. In this window, patient information is entered. Next, the type of refraction, the technique of the surgery, and the eye are selected. After that, all operation parameters are entered. The program has built-in nomograms to facilitate the work of the surgeon. Our laser has an integrated aspiration system. It turns on automatically at the start of ablation and turns off 10 seconds after the operation. This allows the entire operating team not to breathe ablation products. There is also a built-in filter in the aspiration system. This is the process of automatically finding the displacement of the optical axis of the patient's eye. It works very fast. Let's talk a little about the laser spot. The spot size is 0.5 millimeter. Energy is distributed according to 1000, which corresponds to a Gaussian energy distribution. The radiation wavelength is 230 nanometers. The energy in the spot is about 0.5 millijoule. The duration of each pulse is 10 nanoseconds. Pulse generation frequency is 300 Hz. Formative system is the flying spot. In our opinion, these laser spot parameters are optimal for refractive surgery. Calibrations during the operation are carried out every 10 operations, and they are necessary only for control, since before each operation during warm-up, automatic energy control takes place. Humidity and temperature in the operating room are no longer a problem. No need to constantly monitor these parameters. The thermostabilized body and radiation features with a wavelength of 230 nanometers allow operations to be performed without additional calibrations at a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and air humidity of 50%. The laser design allows the surgeon to work without an engineer. The surgeon has a special control panel which is sterilized. By pressing the button, the surgeon can control all the basic functions of the laser. You are not likely to hear it, but the laser has a soundtrack. This allows the surgeon not to be distracted by the monitor during the operation. Built-in batteries allow the laser to continue to operate during ablation in case of power outage. This allows you to successfully complete the operation under any circumstances.
Green, it's okay?
In order to make an excellent laser, we used the main components of the best world manufacturers. We used a well-known recipe. Take the best and use it to design a system that is as accurate as a Swiss watch and as reliable as a Kalashnikov. We added powerful optimized software and got an excellent product. First of all, we made our laser for ourselves, the doctors. Therefore, we thought through every little thing which is essential for a good result and convenience.
15 microns.
Our laser can carry out some stages of an anti-glaucoma surgery, namely non-penetrating deep sclerectomy.
25.
A laser replaces a scalpel in the hands of a surgeon.
30.
This becomes possible due to its software and radiation features. During the primary perforation of the Schlemm canal, aqueous humor does not screen energy like with an excimer laser. The surgeon may continue to open the Schlemm canal.
45.
There are no paid cards in our laser, as we understand that this increases the cost of the surgery for the patient.
We change the optic.
Thank you for your attention. The block with the live surgery is over. We invite you to continue communication in Zoom, where you are welcome to ask your questions in the chat.
And because it takes a little longer time than the normal the XMRs, okay? So you say that it doesn't get dried up because what is the reason for that? Because
I'll
anyway,
tell you. I'll see. I'm sure the experts are sitting there, but I've had my experience with the same frequency, same wavelength, a similar laser approximately 10, 12 years ago. The best part is this laser is not affected by the oxygen and the hydrogen or the water. So when you fire this laser, the earlier lasers, excimer laser, has to spend a lot of energy to vaporize the water within the cornea to create an ablation. Whereas this laser is independent of the water content. So it just ablates the tissue. So it doesn't need to boil the water, unlike the excimer. So what happens is when you fire, the water is released onto the surface of the cornea.
Нет, в нашем случае не требуется обслуживание внешнего сервисного инженера. В нашем случае наш лазер обслуживается тем инженером, который работает в вашей клинике. То есть при поставке...
He says we no need to for any external engineers. External engineers is not needed for any service. The engineer who is assisting you in the OT itself, he can manage that.
Colleagues, can we interrupt you for a second, please?
Yes, sir.
First of all, we would like to start our conference talk and discussion, starting with the few features which differs the solid state technology from excimer technology. And our team worked with the excimer laser until 2010, and since 2010 with Alexander TIKHOV we work with the solid laser. And Alexander and his crew, he absolutely knows what's the difference between excimer technology and the solid technology. And at the moment, 2012 or 2013, he decided to switch on absolutely, totally to the solid technology because of the few very important features. First of all, the generation that used in OLIMP, this is 200, has the wavelength to 113 nanometers, which is absolutely tolerant to the hydration of the cornea, and as well tolerant to the fluctuation of the humidity level in the operating room. So in case you build a new operating room, you don't invest the money to expensive climate control systems. And as a medical result, you have the stable medical result because of tolerance to hydration of the cornea. This is the first thing. The second one is the solid technology. This is the green technology. We do not use the toxic gas fluorine. So that's safe you, your doctors, your patients from the possible toxic gas influence. And of course, leave you free from buying, transporting, and regular changing this toxic substance. The third thing, this is consumer part. Actually, we should every month change the water in the cooling system and the filter in aspirator. This is the regular maintenance operation that needed to this OLIMP laser. The fourth thing, this is huge resource of the solid laser. It's calculated like 50,000 operations, so 50,000 eyes, and before overhaul. And the fifth one features is the very stable energy, as you can see on the picture while the live broadcast showed the level of the energy from pulse to pulse in Olympics is less than 2% discrepancy. And this is why the system is very precise. And the final thing, which is not less, of course, this mobile construction. So we divide all the machine, all the Olympic, to the 4 different parts, which put in the transport case, and we transport it to another clinic. For example, you can have one Olymp system for several clinics. And in 3 hours, we have an experience, not many times of that kind of experience, when in 3 hours we assemble it, start to ready for work. So all these stages gives us a decision in 2013 then start operating with solid technology only. And from that time, Alexander and his crew implemented more than 8,000 successful surgeries. So this is the real thing. So please ask your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the showing of the difference between the hydrogel ablation on the excimer laser and the solid state laser.
Здесь взят обычный гидрогелевый шарик. Это стандартный гидрогелевый шарик, материал, в котором 95% влаги, воды.
We use the hydrogel ball, hydrogel balls soaked in water.
И, да, при воздействии эксимерного излучения с длиной волны 193 нанометров вы видите, что абляции практически нет.
While treating with the excimer laser and with a wavelength 193 nanometers, there is no ablation as it is.
High hyperopia with complex hyperopic astigmatism. You can see +5 sphere and 4 and more cylinders. Yes. Operation LASIK.
Здесь второй случай.
This example number 2. This is very high myopia with complex myopic astigmatism. The other this
плюс 5 на минус 4, тоже ФРК.
This 5 diopters and 4 cylinder.
Мой курсор видно вообще?
Other operation PRK, not LASIK, PRK. Дальше.
Следующий. То же самое. Я чуть побыстрее буду.
Да, еще
плюсов много, сложная оптика.
It's very high optics and very
Complicated.
difficult. It's very difficult.
Very big cylinder.
It's very big cylinder. You can see.
Вот это.
Нет.
Дальше.
Дальше.
Вот это по топограмме.
Нет, нет.
According
Вот
to топограмм.
Топ-ориентированный.
Топ-ориентированный.
This top orientation operation you can see and PRK operation according keratotopogram date from TMS. Another.
Thanks to Dr. TIKHOV. It was fantastic, and Dr. Alexandrov also. A very interesting concept, and then we really look forward to Vijay Kumar bringing this technology into India. I'm sure it's going to be a huge success. So that we know that the machine is stable for 50,000 eyes. And
I think this is a situation where we need to go for a lesser cost mission with a longer duration and durability of the mission as well. Thanks again, Vijay, for the wonderful webinar, and thanks for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you all.
Thank you very much.
First time we are doing this, and you all cooperated and supported. It's the greatest support I got from you, Doctor. Thank you all of you, for your
Thank you, Vijay.
Vijay, I will be in touch with you. I'll be.